Good evening. At least 10 people have been killed and hundreds are injured after a massive explosion in Beirut. These are live pictures of the Lebanese capital's port area, which has been almost completely levelled by the blast, which could be heard hundreds of kilometres away. The Red Cross says it fears that people are still trapped in the rubble and hospitals in the city are overwhelmed. Now, the exact cause of this explosion is still unconfirmed, but videos of the moment of this blast happening have been flooding social media. Now, our social media news desk team, The Cube, has been keeping an eye across all the latest developments, and Alex can take it from here.
Well, Ollie, let's put this straight on the map. As you were saying, in the port district of Beirut. Now, this is now marked on Google itself, but let's give you a zoom in here. This is Google Earth, a tool that allows you to get a sense of the exact location where this took place. And this is the area in the background of those videos. Now, let's just show you some of the images. Worth saying, these will be, could be a little distressing, but let's bring you up some of the videos you have been seeing, including images like this one. We've seen this exact scene from many different angles, and the Cube that is confirming to us that this indeed took place in that location. You saw initially a fire, a big plume of smoke. This then followed by a huge explosion, almost with a mushroom cloud. Let's bring you another angle, this time out to sea, initially starting with that plume of smoke, followed almost at moments later in these videos by a huge explosion, which, as you can see, rips through that there. Now, we've slowed that down ever so slightly in the Cube, really with the aim of trying to show you why authorities are warning that there could be hundreds of people affected by this. You can see the force of that explosion. Now, the exact cause is not yet known, but let's give you an idea of where it has happened. We've located it to the port district. That has been confirmed by the emergency services who have been there on the ground working with that and help the injured. You see in the video we showed you two identifying markers. One, this big building marked in red, and then this fire in the orange here coming up from behind the building. Well, on Google Earth you can see that is right there in the port here in these areas just behind that building, an area reported to contain silos. That is the location, the port district that we saw from those videos, rocked by this huge blast. Now, it was obviously heard from hundreds of kilometers away, Ollie, as you were saying, but this is what one eyewitness sent to us, our digital team here at Euronews, almost immediately, showing a couple of blocks away all the windows torn out of their buildings. Their apartment apparently in ruins. Another eyewitness, speaking to my colleague Matthew, sent this, shards of glass, and we've seen some images we will not be showing you, of people cut in their arms, cut in their faces by these shards of glass. You get a sense then of when that explosion ripped through that larger sort of mushroom cloud, the force didn't just affect the buildings immediately around it, but ripped through block after block, taking roofs off and injuring people. Now, the exact cause of the explosion is unknown, but what we are going to say, Ollie, is tonight we can confirm those videos coming from that epicenter there in the port district, leaving blocks and blocks in ruins with people with some terrible injuries. We know at least 10 confirmed to be dead. Condolences coming in from around the world, it's worth saying, filling social media with some truly shocking scenes.
Alex Morgan, thanks for covering this devastating blast right